Hey guys, how's it going? Today we're in the field. We're about to go check a couple of vacant lots in the same neighborhood. I'm gonna take you guys with me. If you're new to the channel, this is the vlogging part of my YouTube channel. Sometimes when we find some deals or I just feel like it, we go on the field, we check out some properties, we talk about it. Today we're gonna do exactly that. So today it's 3 vacant lots in the same neighborhood. 2 of them I already have under contract. The third one, hopefully the seller should be signing today. Normally, if you don't have a property under contract, I would not suggest going and wasting your time to go see it. If you're starting off, you might want to do that, but when you get busier and busier, you're not going to have time to go look at every single property that potentially could go under contract. However, since today they're all in the same neighborhood, I said why not go check it out as well. I live in Florida. Today is the day that apparently we're supposed to be going through a hurricane. I think Hurricane Elsa or whatever the name is. We'll see how that hurricane treats us, but I'm not scared. I'm going out. I have to go look at this property today because I actually have a couple buyers lined up for it. So I'll tell you guys a little plan how I'm trying to sell this property. So out of all the time that I've been working in wholesale and vacant land, I don't have a lot of buyers that buy in this particular neighborhood. I have one, but the problem with that, when you're dependent on one buyer, if that buyer decides to stop buying in that neighborhood, if for some reason their financial situation is different or they're just not buying at the moment, you're kind of stuck. So I always suggest to have multiple buyers for the same kind of properties that you're working on. So what I did is I actually had a cash buyer list that I skip traced, and I personally added 18 or 17 buyers over text that gave me their email saying that they do buy in that neighborhood, which is great. You know, that's 17 more people that will see the property that I'm trying to sell. Also, what I did is that because I have so many properties in that neighborhood, I put both of my virtual assistants on the same exact list that I texted. So what they're gonna do so I texted those cash buyers, or land investors or builders. 17, 18 of them actually answered and gave me their email. However, the rest of them, because I think there's about 300. So what we're gonna do is that my virtual assistant, both of them, will be calling the list, one from the top, one from the bottom. They're gonna be killing the list. Hopefully today, tomorrow, they'll get through all those people and I'll get some cash buyer leads through them as well. So hopefully before the end of tomorrow, I'm hoping to have about 50 cash buyers or investors or land investors that wanna buy in that area. But the reason why I'm exploring new areas is because the areas I've been working on are kind of slowing down. I don't know if that's my marketing methods or something else that's going on. So I'm always on the lookout for new areas, new buyers, new type of properties that I could be wholesaling. I think with these 3 properties, we have a good chance or at least 1 or 2 of them may go, maybe all 3, I guess, depends on how lucky we get. And here's another reason why I'm also going to see the properties. The reason why I'm also going to see the properties is because it's very important for a builder to know if there are utilities in place when you talk about vacant lots. The reason why it's so important because it's actually pretty expensive. If you have to do well and septic, it's expensive, but it's not as bad as if you had to go through the city or whatever and get the city sewer pulled out to the property. That could be a little bit of a more complicated and more time-consuming and expensive project. So most of my investors like to buy properties that are right next to a home that already has utilities, if it's city utilities. But these 3, I think none of those really have a property like that's being built right next to them. Both of them have properties that are being built like not so far away, but not right next to the property. But that's according to Google. And that's what I want to tell you guys is that sometimes, yes, Google is great. You know, you can wholesale out-of-state properties and stuff like that, including land, especially land, because you don't really have to go see, you know, like you have to go inside the house and see the property. When you do Google Maps, most of the time you will see the entire property unless it's some kind of crazy property. The only problem with that, Google Maps could be outdated. And I think in my situation, that is exactly what's happening. I had so many people I've talked to about vacant lots in that area, and they've told me, oh no, you know, there's utilities in place because there's a house being built right next to my lot. And when I check Google Maps or anything else, there's no property being built right next to it. So I decided to not lose on these deals. I'm actually going to go and try to look at real time if there are properties being built right next to them and see if there are utilities in place. I also set up, because I'm going to be getting so many different cash buyers, I also went ahead and set up MailChimp, which I've never done before, because all my cash buyers have been more personal. Like, I go them on Facebook, I talk to them personally, with messaging on Facebook back and forth. I already know them, so that's how it's been. However, because I'm expanding, that's going to be a little bit different now. If you guys want me to show you how I did to set up my MailChimp, please leave in the comments down below. I'll show you guys how I did it. I'll even run a campaign for you guys so you guys can see how I sell my vacant lot through MailChimp. But yeah, guys, let's go check out these properties. I'll tune back in when I'm out there. All right, guys, so you've seen some pictures on the screen right now. I took a look at the properties. So the properties are not particularly my favorite. I don't know how to explain that, but like, none of the properties that I looked at were actually close to another house. One was kind of like across the street from a house. Another one was like there was a house down being built. It looked like it was being built, but I don't know if they stopped it. It was like two houses on the same street there. Maybe they're not doing it right now. I don't know what happened. And you know, I've been thinking about these properties, and I think I could make something work. I'm gonna check right now. I just got home. I'm gonna see how my VAs did and how many cash buyers they found on the list that I sent to them, that I told them to call. Hopefully you'll be doing well. I got home at the right time because the hurricane or whatever, the tropical storm, is about to kind of hit. So let's see how it goes. I appreciate all you guys tuning in for this episode. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, comment down below if you have any other questions, and I'll see you guys next time.